Hello, my darling Sagittarius. This is Persephone with your Oracle forecast for September 2016. I've already pulled the Oracle cards I'm going to use for this reading, and I've prayed to your spirit guides and angels to give you the most accurate and timely reading possible. So let's get started. So the first cards up are from Doreen Virtues, Healing with the Angels deck, and your card is Support. So this card is pretty self-explanatory. You see the illustration of the angels. They're looking over the earth and they have their hands over it in prayer, kind of sending loving, healing vibes to it. And Sagittarius, I think right now maybe you're feeling a bit alone in this world and feel like that no one has your back, but know that the gods and the angels are looking out for you. And if you need their help, all you have to do is ask. Have a conversation with them. Don't pretend that everything's fine. You could talk to them. They'll understand. So ponder that message as we go to our next card from the Doreen Virtue deck, and that is Balance. So you see in this card, the angel is kind of balancing the world in her hands. So are you trying to do it all, Sagittarius? You can let go for a little bit, take a break, balance out your life with some yoga, meditation, even play, take a bubble bath, relax a bit, because right now you're trying to take on a lot of responsibilities and you need to step back a little to assess your situation. And when you're overscheduled, overburdened, you can't think straight and you make a lot of mistakes. So we don't want to do that. So step back a little, cut back on your schedule, delegate some responsibilities if you can, or take a break, and then you'll be raring to go. So we'll go to our next set of cards from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. And your first card is the Challenger card because it came out in reverse. So upside right, so you see the picture of the wizard with his wand and his book and a magnifying glass and even his fairy companion surrounded by a library. So he's obviously, very intelligent man, scholarly man, busy at work, busy with his experiments and his studies. This card deals with discernment, having a clear vision, and, being good with details. So as a challenger, this card is telling you that you need to have a clear vision and be cognizant of details, especially in this Mercury retrograde period. Don't overlook the small things right now. You have to look at the big picture as well as the small picture too. So dot your I's, cross your T's, think twice before sending out any emails, or text messages that could be, possibly compromising. And the next card up is the High Lady of Compassion and Love. And this card deals with reverence, kindness, and consideration. So you see in this card, lovely lady here with her butterfly wings or dragonfly wings, sitting in the forest with her friends, and she's just at one with nature, relaxed with herself. She loves, nature, the world, the animals, just being within her element. And the Lady of Kindness and Compassion is telling you, to not only be compassionate to others and be kind to others, that will resolve a lot of conflicts you may be going through, but also look at how you're talking to yourself. Are you overly self-critical? Do you give affirmations to yourself saying that you're confident, you're beautiful, and you're loving, and you're perfect in God's eyes? When you feel that way about yourself, you can reflect that feeling back out to the world. And only love is real, right? And also with the Ringmaster of Scrutiny, so this also talks about cultivating objectivity and discernment in a situation, especially in relationships. Maybe you're not because sometimes you're so deep into a situation you can't see the big picture. So think about if you were your own, if you were a best friend or an objective third party looking onto a situation, what advice would you give to that person? I have a feeling, Sagittarius, that you're going through a lot of relationship stuff right now. That wasn't the case in the other signs, but in this case, I think this pertains to your relationships right now. So the next set of cards is from the Universal Fantasy Tarot deck. Tattered as it may be, it's still beautiful and useful. And pulled 3 cards for you, because the first card I got was the Ten of Swords upright, and that's kind of a scary card to get all the time. In this picture, you see these men battling a huge dragon who's in a cage. And in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, it's an illustration of a man who was stabbed in the back 10 times, lying dead on the ground. So this card always represents hitting rock bottom. It could be the end of a job, the end of a relationship. It signifies a loss in some way. And Sagittarius, how are you feeling loss, and what are you doing to recover from that? It could be just something. It's an emotional sense of inadequacy and feeling. But with this card, know that it's always darkest before the dawn, and you will find a way out of that. When you hit rock bottom, you can't go any lower, so the only way is going back up. And why I'm thinking this is related to your relationships right now, Sagittarius, the other 2 cards I pulled for you were court cards. You always see that as relating to either yourself or the people in your life. And you had as your challenger card the Queen of Wands, and Wands usually represent fire signs. In this case, I think the Queen of Wands represents your emotional state right now. And my advice would be, you're in your own way. Whatever it is you're trying to do or trying to accomplish, you're in your own way. And you need to scrutinize how you're acting with other people, especially in a romantic relationship. I know sometimes, it's hard. You feel like you're right and you have the moral high ground, and you're trying to make the other person see your side of the story. But sometimes, might is not right. Sometimes there are shades of gray. And sometimes it's better to be loving than to be right. Sometimes. And I just want you to get out of your own way. And also, I feel like you're losing a bit of confidence in yourself because of all the conflicts you're going through right now, Sagittarius. You're losing some of your spark. You feel like a deflated balloon a bit. And I want you to have a little compassion for yourselves to get some of your spark back. Whatever's going on, don't beat yourself up for it. You are, no matter what's going on or how the other person's treating you, you're still a loving person, and you're perfect, and you deserve love. Because some of the things people say these days in the New Age movement, they act like you have to be perfect in order to deserve love or attract a partner. It's like, well, as soon as I do yoga and meditate and reach this state of enlightenment, then I'll deserve the perfect partner. No, everyone deserves love and to be loved. And you can be crazy with the other person, but I'm being facetious. But the partner you attract is based on your level of awareness and evolution. And just because maybe if you're not in a relationship or you're going through a challenging relationship, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person, Sagittarius. So and the next card is the Page of Cups. It's upright, so that's a good thing. And I kind of see that as maybe there's someone on your side who could support you, hold your hand and support you through this time. The cups symbolize, kindness, compassion, creativity. So just know that you're not alone in this situation, Sagittarius. You know, reach out for help and support, and ponder those messages as we go to our crystal card. Not our crystal card, just our crystal to give us another message. But there's an overarching theme here, Sagittarius, about loving yourself, being compassionate to yourself and to others, and, you know, finding that internal balance so you could balance your responsibilities and be able to give more of yourself emotionally, the best part of yourself, to other people. Yeah, you don't have to be perfect to be loved. You know, just know that, Sagittarius. You are not alone. I know, being corny. Anyway, so the stone for the month is tiger's eye. So sometimes it has a golden brown color. Sometimes this particular one has like a reddish tint, like a sienna tint to it with bands of black in it. And tiger's eye, it's great for the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. It's a very grounding stone. It provides you with a lot of emotional stability, which is great for all the topsy-turvy emotions you're going through right now. It's good for wealth and abundance and prosperity. We could always use some of that. And tiger's eye, eye the tiger. So tigers have focus, determination. They wait patiently, you know, for their prey. Not that you're preying on anyone, but you get the picture. So you wait patiently for the right opportunity, and then you pounce, right? And it just helps you stay calm and focused in the face of fear and whatever craziness is going on in your life right now. And it's also associated with the Egyptian goddess Sekhmet, who's the goddess of war. So it's about being powerful within yourself and using that power wisely, not just lashing out at others because you can, but being judicious about it. And health-wise, if you're feeling scatterbrained a little bit, kind of feeling ADD a little, or you have ADD, yeah, tiger's eye would be good to help you remain focused and calm and be able to complete your tasks. And would relate that to the ringmaster scrutiny if you're feeling scattered and making a lot of, you know, mistakes and need to have focus on the details, like doing your taxes, for example. Tiger's eye would be a good stone for that. So it's a stone of practicality, balance, soothing those turbulent emotions, and gives you sharpness and clarity of vision. So yeah, that's about it. This is the longest reading I've given for any of the signs, but I feel like there was a lot there to give to you, Sagittarius, and I hope you find it helpful. And if you did, write to me, subscribe to my blog, persephonespirit.wordpress.com, and email me if you want a personal reading. So I will see you next month, and have a great one. Goodbye.